Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about Symmetra. There's nothing major going on here, she hasn't had a big resurgence in popularity, she hasn't been used in this crazy composition, but the more surprising thing is that she is being used. This is a hero that had a 0% pick rate in the Overwatch League last year, and we can sort of take a look on how she's doing at the moment. As I said, it's not amazing, but it's certainly not bad. Now off this screenshot, it looks like Symmetra is the bottom tier hero, the hero that was played the least in the Overwatch League. And that's not true. We've gone over Ashe in the past, and she isn't on this list at all, which suggests to me, this website is Meta by the way, in previous instances that this has happened, that hero has had a 0% pick rate, meaning that there's no point taking them into account. So Symmetra isn't the worst hero in the game in terms of pick rate, we've spoken about Ashe before, but she's certainly down there. As I said, there's no big resurgence, she is still very unpopular. But like I said, she's been used, and over the past sort of 6 to 8 weeks that the Overwatch League Season 2 has been going on, we have seen a lot of the gameplay that I'm showing you on screen. In fact, Symmetra has been used quite a lot in really interesting circumstances. Not as much as the other major compositions, but a damn sight more than people were expecting, and certainly more than last season with her 0% pick rate. But there's definitely a theme when it comes to some heroes' pick rates. Let's look at the hit scan that we've highlighted in the past, Soldier and McCree, and over the weeks their pick rate has drastically dropped to where it once was. A lot of teams were trying out different compositions with both these heroes, but ultimately they surrendered back to GOATs. The pick rate of McCree and Soldier has dramatically dropped week after week, but Symmetra has stayed roughly the same. In fact, a lot of these teams are not giving up on these Symmetra compositions, which I find really interesting. Whilst it isn't really popular now, it does feel like a lot of the teams are putting stock into playing Symmetra in given situations, and we can look at what teams are playing them, where, and I guess to an extent why. This is another list that came from Meta, and I want to break it down first of all to the maps that Symmetra was played on. In some of these cases, there's stuff like Moth playing them on Horizon Lunar Colony, not getting any eliminations or dying, so basically it's not worth pointing out, but there have been some cases of heroes being used on very odd maps. Eichenwald is one of them, then we have Hanamura, Horizon Lunar Colony, Ilios, Junkertown several times, King's Row quite a few times, Lijiang Tower, Paris, and then Temple of Anubis. So basically all of the 2 CP maps barring Volskaya, a couple hybrid maps, and then Junkertown and 2 control maps which, to be honest, Symmetra wasn't used on an awful lot. Only Ding was able to do some stuff with her. But this is certainly something I wanted to highlight whilst we have a bit of a quiet period. Like I said, Symmetra's pick rate isn't great, but it's consistent, which I find is really fascinating, considering that she has been used a decent amount as you've seen on screen over the past couple of months, which is a big difference to how she wasn't played at all this time last year. Of course, she has had a big rework in that time with her new wall ultimate and the fact that she can use her teleporter essentially whenever she wants instead of it being an ultimate. But I definitely feel that this is the pro team still putting a lot of effort and time into Symmetra compositions. Some more than others. Chengdu Hunters are a firm example of a team that love to run Symmetra whenever they can, and they do quite well with it. Elsa was able to get an 18 elimination streak playing her on Hanamura at one point, and this was only like a month ago. As I mentioned, Ding has done quite a lot, BQB on Junkertown. These are all firm examples of them pulling this hero off. So I really don't think that Symmetra is in a position where she's terrible, when these teams are able to use her in firm situations. Of course, it's basically always on attack, and it's almost always in a way that's meant to surprise and shock the enemy, much like the Franz Torbjorn strategy on Ilios. It's meant to make you go, oh, they're running Torbjorn, what do we do? Actually, he's starting to own us, what do we do? Sets you into a blind panic. It's kind of cheese, but it's also very good at those stationary compositions. And if bunker comp is going to become this next major thing, Symmetra is going to become a part of it. I have no doubt in my mind. We have spoken about boss comp in the past, Bastion, Orisa, Symmetra, as more of a generic composition that you can run in competitive, but I most definitely feel that there is a place for that kind of comp in competitive in the pro scene. But like I said, this isn't a major video going over a drastic change. This is just highlighting a hero that I do think gets overlooked. And I really wanted to point this out, go hey, Symmetra, whilst her pick rate isn't great, is dramatically better than what she was this time last year, and I do definitely think that she is going to go up in popularity when the meta swings away from GOATs and whatever we're on. It's hard to say how much by, I don't think it's going to be a drastic amount, but I certainly think that in the pro scene this works an awful lot. The issue is for competitive is that you need your full team on board to try out this strategy, and more often than not it becomes a bit of a troll pick and can frustrate a lot of the audience. It could frustrate a lot of your team. But that's basically all I wanted to go over today, just sort of highlighting a hero that I think does get overlooked, is in a pretty okay spot, and is really surprising people in the pro scene, and just reminding you, hey, play more Symmetra, you'll be able to sort of replicate these results, to an extent at least. But I hope you are interested in that topic. I would love to sit down with a Symmetra pro, or a Symmetra sort of Twitch streamer that's well known, to sort of talk about why this hero is being played an awful lot more, but what can be improved, because she isn't a perfect hero. If you know anybody, do let me know in the comments below. We'll be sure to get him on the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, though. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and I'll see you next time.